Welcome everyone, Peter Sorensen here, co-founder of Lifepreneur. Welcome to this week's Lifepreneur weekly affiliate training that we like to do every single Tuesday at 12 o'clock Pacific. I'm coming at you from Lifepreneur headquarters here in beautiful Las Vegas at our high-rise penthouse. You can see actually behind me, that is the Cosmopolitan Hotel. Actually some gorgeous, gorgeous views up here. And so I wanted to welcome each and every single one of you that are watching this live with us. And for those of you that are all access members, perhaps watching this on recording, you're in for a treat today. I got some special guests with us. I'm going to introduce you in just a couple of moments that our recently Lifepreneur members and affiliates, and they are absolutely crushing it. And they're going to share with you some more details as to kind of who they are, what they do, how they got started in this industry over the last year and a half, why just recently they decided to join Lifepreneur, why they're passionate about it, why they're locked arms with us, they're all in, and as a result of taking massive action and introducing this to their following, they've literally made 13 grand in affiliate commissions their very first week with us. Now, disclaimer right up front, those results are not typical. You know, we can't guarantee what you'll do, but what I can share with you is we're going to give you some insights and really share with you what they've done. And so you can get some knowledge from that. If you're an existing Lifepreneur member and affiliate, and if you're not yet a Lifepreneur member, we'll share with you more details as to how to get involved as well if somehow you got on this this webinar and you're not yet a member. Okay, so with that being said, I want to make sure you guys can see me, hear me okay as we get started. And just feel free to let me know in the comments below that you can see me, hear me okay, that everything's good to go. And we'll get started. I'm excited to introduce this couple to you here in just a couple of minutes. And so for Connor and Connor and Ellen, I'll bring you guys out in just a moment. So be ready, and you'll be able to share yourself, share your screen, share your video, and we'll go from there. So for those of you that are here with us live, let me know in the comments if you are excited about Lifepreneur, if you're excited about the vision of Lifepreneur, helping people become entrepreneurs, help you build, grow, and scale your income, help you automate your income this year. We're really focused on automation and scaling this year so that you can pay it forward and make a difference and serve with your time as a volunteer and then serve with your money as a philanthropist. And that's really the core cause, mission behind Lifepreneur, is to not only make money, but to make it matter, to make a difference in other people's lives in whatever capacity you're able to do that. Right, so that's really the core of Lifepreneur. For those of you that are not yet involved and you're just still learning about Lifepreneur, again, my name is Peter Sorensen, co-founder, along with Chris Record. We've been working together for over a decade, and the mission, again, really behind Lifepreneur is to create a company not only to help our members learn how to build, grow, and scale a business online, learn strategies, learn tactics through our products and programs that we're developing this year, but also really obviously help you make money as an affiliate with us as well. So you have what's called a dual income opportunity. So not only can you make money from our education, you can make money from our products, right? But you can also make money referring that education, referring that products to other people. And we'll share a little bit more about that in today's special guests that are absolutely crushing it with that. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to get started here, introduce today's guests, and we're going to have a fun conversation, kind of interview back and forth. They'll be able to share some things with you and what they've done and kind of what they do and how they do it, and we'll go kind of back and forth. So that being said, I want to introduce Connor Ashley and Ellen Marshall. They recently joined us. They're a couple international backpacking, traveling the world, really living the laptop lifestyle. They got introduced to this industry really just within the last year or two, right? So this is not someone who's been doing this for a decade. This is a couple that is, not brand new. I want to give this preface, but at the same time, what if it took you a year, to really figure this out? And what if it took you a full year, but a year from now you had a 5-figure day, right? Or 5-figure week. And that's possible. Now, it's not guaranteed, but it is possible. I'm going to share some things with you on kind of what they do. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and kind of kick it over to Connor and Ellen, and you guys can take it from here. Let me go ahead and make you guys presenters, and you'll be good to go. All right, take it away.
Right on. You can hear us right now, Peter. Awesome, beauty. So my name is Connor Ashley. This is my girlfriend, Ellen Marshall. I'm from Canada. She's from the Netherlands. And yeah, like we are so freaking excited, honestly, to be a part of this Lifepreneur community. for us, the whole online world was totally new to us last year. It's been just a little over a year now that we've been involved online, and we had no experience when we started out either. Like, we learned this all from scratch. I was a firefighter previously. Ellen was working as a travel agent, so the whole online world and marketing or anything like that, we had no idea. So honestly, if we say like that we can do this kind of stuff, like honestly, you guys can do it too. Like, anybody can do this. It takes the time to properly learn it and connect with the right people who actually know what they're doing.
So I'm not actually sure if Peter is still on here right now. Did he disappear?
I might have disappeared. That's okay.
He might have disappeared. Yeah, so maybe we should just tell them a little bit more about ourselves first.
Sure.
So I've been working for about 1.5 years as a travel agent before, and I really loved my job, but it just didn't give me the freedom to go travel whenever I wanted to travel. And that was really always our dream. Of course, we have different nationalities, so we cannot just kind of live in one country without having to do a lot of paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to work online has really given us the freedom to work from anywhere.
Yeah, it's absolutely, that's been one of the biggest catalysts to us actually, not even just us being able to actually stay together, but us being able to live anywhere in the world, and being able to earn an income from anywhere, like kicking it on a beach or something like that, is absolutely amazing. And it's been like so powerful for us. Like, as I said, I was a firefighter before, loved the job, love helping people, and that's one of the reasons too that we decided to get involved in Lifepreneur here, right? Because it's not just about making money, and it is, that's a big component of it. You get like all the education and everything, and it's a great opportunity as well. Like, as Peter said, like our first week here, like we've made over $13,000, right? So like, we've been doing affiliate marketing for a year now already, but I mean, within our first week here, making $13,000 was very exciting for us,
Yeah, so I think Peter is back. I don't know if you missed it or if you were actually gone.
I've been here the whole time. So let's talk about that, guys. So $13,000 your first week as affiliate. So let's back it up though. So tell me a little bit more about, you guys could do a lot of things. You guys were recently involved in the business. That business has had some, previous companies had some challenges. So you guys were open. You're at what I call in the looking zone. So you're open to looking at something. And there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of different affiliate programs, a lot of products you could sell and endorse, right? There's a lot of things you could do. So why don't we share a few minutes? What was it about Lifepreneur and meeting Chris and myself and learning more about the Lifepreneur opportunity and vision? What was it specifically that really, why you guys chose to really, join, come all in with us and take massive action?
Yeah, I think, just meeting you guys was phenomenal. So happy that we came across your guys' paths and actually connected with you guys, because you're super authentic and really just genuine and like really caring people who wanted to help. So that's one of the biggest things we noticed right off the bat is like, you guys actually wanted to help us out, right? So like,
and sometimes as well, you see a big difference between very successful people. Of course, we've done pretty well our first year online, but of course there's a massive difference between people like us and people that have been doing this for years and years. And talking to you guys, it just feels like friends, and it just feels really good. There's no differentiation, if that makes sense.
Differentiation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, and like just the ability to start earning like a good income ourselves with everything. Like with Lifepreneur, it's a great opportunity. All the courses and actual education you get is like stuff that you can actually take and apply and like utilize, not just towards Lifepreneur, but like so many other businesses. Like you can help other businesses out like drastically. You can create like your own agency. Like there's all these different things that I'm super hyped about, especially now that it's still in the pre-launch phases, right? Like I'm pretty jacked about it. And like the bigger vision and mission behind it all is what I'm, really what drew us in the most. I think that's what really caught our attention. Seeing that you guys, this was going to be around for a while, and you guys want to do something big with it and keep changing and growing and building a community of people who, all want to be able to support each other and, earn money for themselves, obviously, but be able to give money back and be able to give time back to helping other people out, right? And just
making an impact in the world. Exactly. So we went to an event a couple months ago, and that's where we really learned how to make an impact in the world. And we didn't really know how to actually do that until we kind of came across Lifepreneur, and you guys are already doing that with the business itself. So now we just get to be a part of it, which is amazing.
Awesome. So you guys decided to join. We actually had an opportunity to meet up. And what I loved about what you guys have done, and everyone here that's on and that's watching this training can learn from, is that you took immediate massive action. You got ideas, said, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to join. And you didn't really waves. Oh, you didn't let procrastination. You guys set in. You took massive action. You essentially, you got a hold of us and say, hey, Chris, Chris, Peter, if we could put like 50 people on a live, webinar, hangout, Zoom call, we can get a bunch of people on. Would you guys be willing to, to give 30, 60 minutes of your time and just share more about Lifepreneur, share more about the vision, share more about the opportunity? Would you guys do that? And, we're in pre-launch and we're all about making, helping people win. So we're like, let's do it, right? So you guys took action. I like to say, if we're carrying 100 bricks up the mountain, we'll help carry part of those bricks, but you got to do your part, right? We're in this together. And so I like that you guys took immediate massive action. Share a little bit more about essentially what you did to essentially get a group of people together from your following, your previous business. And I like to say this because so often people, when they join a business, they join an opportunity, whatever it is, they're like, oh, I'm just going to run cold traffic, or I'm just going to, place some ads. But the reality is most all businesses in the world are started with what you call your warm market. Call it for whatever it is. It's whether it's your friends and family or it's just a warmer contact, right? It's the fact of start with more of your inner circle. People that already know you, like you, trust you. Create a story from that, and then you can leverage that story into, say, some paid advertising, things like that, to expand your circle, if that makes sense. So I love what you guys did because it's a perfect example of the fastest path to cash. One of my mentors would say, Peter, what is the fastest path to cash? Focus on that. Focus on creating a story as fast as you can, and then you can leverage that story and expand out. So why don't you guys share a little bit more about kind of what you did and why you did it?
Yeah, so we started online about 18 months ago with affiliate marketing. And at that time, we were living in Thailand, and we honestly didn't really have that much money to invest into Facebook ads or into building websites and all these kind of things. I was working for 1,000 euros a month, 40 hours a week in like a little beach hut, and it was fun. But in the meantime, we were just trying to figure out how we could get this whole online thing up and running. So we just didn't have the money really to start with all these kind of things. But we also learned from a couple other people that there's other ways to monetize that and really kind of start building an audience around a brand or around yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like what Peter was talking about, like, reaching out to like a warm audience first, right? So we decided to jump into Lifepreneur because we knew it was going to be something like great. We got super excited about it. But then, of course, we introduced it to people that we already were in good contact with, people who knew us, people who trust us, people we've built a relationship with, right? Because in the end, no matter what the product is, no matter what you're selling, people buy from people, right? So you got to have relationships with some of these people. Like, as much as like the automation aspect is something amazing, and I want to learn that. That's not something that we've actually utilized this first year, but that's one of the things that we're going to be, taking action on. But that's when, like, you got to take massive action, and it's, the whole automation thing isn't something that you need to know from the start. It's definitely beneficial, but if you don't have money to put into advertising or anything like that, you just
don't make it an excuse. Yeah. You can also make money. If we can do it, you guys can do it as well. And we started with zero experience. Like, Connor basically didn't even know how to post a picture on Facebook.
I maybe had one picture on Facebook.
Yeah, maybe. And we didn't even think it could be that much fun until you start realizing that you can actually make an income by using social media. So we were obviously traveling. I've been traveling for 4 years myself, and Connor has been traveling for 3 years. And we met in Australia. And from that moment, we decided, okay, we just want to keep living this lifestyle. We don't want to have to go back to working a job every once a few months and then having to save up money again so that we could travel again. No, we just wanted to be able to keep on traveling nonstop. And the best way to do that is by working online. You can work from anywhere. Mm-hmm. All you really need is like a Wi-Fi connection. So we started monetizing that, and we started building a brand around our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So that's what we've done the past 18 months. We've just been kind of sharing the life that we have with people. We've been living in Colombia, and we've traveled through Europe. We've been living in Thailand for 8 months, in Bali for 4 months, like Australia. We've been in so many amazing places, and a lot of other people don't really get to experience that because they don't have the time freedom to really do that. But along the way, we started realizing that if we actually inspire people and motivate people to live a similar lifestyle, they get attracted to us. So that is called attraction marketing. You attract people to yourself, and whether that's travel, we absolutely love travel, but you might not love travel. You can create a brand around fitness, around working out, around your passion for yoga, your passion for animals, a passion for giving back in the world, like volunteering. You know, there's so many things that you can create a brand around, and there will be always other people in the world that can resonate with you.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things too. Like whatever it is that you enjoy doing, there will be other people out there who absolutely love it, or, you know, desire something that you have right now that maybe, you know, you take a little bit for granted, right? You'll be able to relate to so many people, but you just gotta, like, you gotta find them, you gotta reach out, you gotta figure out what you're passionate about as well. And, you know, just start connecting deeper to that, and then find people who are interested in the same things, and you connect with them, right? Start building those relationships.
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is called kind of invisible selling. So we created a brand around ourselves, and on the back end, we promote Lifepreneur. So I'm not sure if you wanted us to explain that, Peter?
Yeah, so a couple of good things that you guys just shared. I want to anchor, and then absolutely let's share that. So a couple of things right off the bat you guys share was, you know, this idea of attraction marketing. And that is, you know, what is it that you want to focus on? What is it that you love? What is it that you're passionate about? And creating your brand. So like what you guys did, you guys were passionate about travel and living, you know, the laptop lifestyle. You know, I can relate. When I first got started in this industry, I got it out of a real estate background. I was buying and selling houses, doing what's called wholesaling. And I wanted to have more time and location independence. It wasn't just about the money for me, but it was like, hey, if I can make the same amount of money, but actually be able to make it from anywhere in the world at any time, if I had an online business and all I needed was a laptop and a cell phone or Skype and I was in business, that for me was very empowering, especially in my mid to late 20s. And so I built my brand around that. And I started doing YouTube videos. And then eventually a buddy of mine and I moved to Costa Rica as we started to get traction in our business. And when we moved to Costa Rica, all of a sudden we were in an environment that was inspiring on a daily basis. And we were making videos constantly and, you know, putting some work in every single day, but then also playing. And that actually helped scale up our business. And when I was down there for the few months I lived down there, I had like the best months of my business at that time. Literally not working any harder, but working smarter, but also, again, leveraging that kind of lifestyle. I was, you know, leveraging that. Now, like you guys have just said, maybe it's not traveling the world and living that, you know, out of a suitcase, you know. Maybe it's whatever it is, find your passion, and then essentially figure out a way to cash in on your passion. And essentially what Ellen and Connor are talking about is how you don't just go out there and promote the business right up front, whether it's Lifepreneur or any other opportunity. Is essentially you're using attraction marketing to promote and brand kind of yourself or your maybe a particular page or you know, idea, whether it's you personally and yourself and pictures and videos and stuff like that, or it's more of a brand, a lifestyle brand, or whether it's like you said, maybe it's a brand about fitness, whatever it is. And then you use what's called bridge marketing, and you bridge this audience over into the idea of, let's say, making money online, or bridging the audience to the idea of, you know, cashing in on your passion, having a system, having a vehicle to help you get to where you want to go, right? So the vehicle is Lifepreneur, and like you guys just shared, and you can kind of dive into this essentially, which is essentially what you've done, which is positioning you guys yourself and your brand on the front end, and then Lifepreneur on the back end as the opportunity, right? So people get to know, like, and trust you, follow you, and then introduce them to Lifepreneur, whether it be through like our $1 masterclass trainings that we have, or, you know, get them on a live hangout, a webinar, and kind of share the vision of Lifepreneur, why you decided to partner up with this company, etc. So why don't you guys share a little bit more about that? And even if you want, you can take over the screen. If there's anything visual you guys want to share at some point, you guys can kind of just share, discuss more about that idea of attraction marketing, positioning yourself on the front end versus Lifepreneur on the back end, how and why that works, and then even, you know, show an example of kind of what you guys do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so for that positioning aspect where you're, you know, we're showing ourselves and our life and whatever we're kind of using to, you know, attract people to us right up front works so well with the invisible selling aspect, because, you know, especially Lifepreneur is just, it's such a good thing that we can actually sell in the back end, because we just, you know, you tell people that this is the tool, the car, exactly like Peter was just talking about, that enables us to live the lifestyle that we're living now. Because it genuinely is, because this is, you know, this is how we fund our travels and our lifestyle, right?
And the cool thing with invisible selling is as well that you don't really brand a product. So instead of us branding ourselves as Lifepreneurs or using Lifepreneur, we brand ourselves, which means that maybe next year or the year after we want to set up our own, say for example, our own course or our own mastermind or a retreat or something like that, we can brand that and promote that through ourselves instead of through Lifepreneur, for example. We are our own brand, and with that you can do so many things. So that's really something I would recommend you guys to do as well. So at the moment, we don't even have a website. Like the past 1.5 years, we've done everything just through social media. We want to start growing. We want to start doing more and different things. But we can show you guys what we've been doing the past 1.5 years. I just don't really know how to share the screen. This one here?
No, that's a screenshot.
As you can see, we're not that technical.
I don't know if we have the option to share the screen, so I don't know if that'll work, Peter.
You're muted.
I can't hear you, Peter. I see your mouth moving.
There we go. You there? All right.
Yeah.
So I wanted to jump out real quick before you guys share your screen and touch on that, because so often so many people are like, well, you know, yes, you can do that, but, you know, I can't do this because I don't have a big following, or I don't have a website, or I don't have a ton of money for ads, or whatever the it is, right? Whatever the challenge is, or really excuse is. And the thing is, one of my mentors said a long time ago, said, Peter, you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both at the same time, right? And so you've got to figure out whatever your challenge is, how to actually convert that challenge into an asset. So like, oh, I don't have a big following, whatever. Don't see it as a challenge. See it as an opportunity, right? Like you guys had mentioned, you guys haven't even had a website or whatever. You know, some people might see it as a challenge. You guys saw it an opportunity. What can I do? How can I leverage, for instance, social media marketing, which can be free? So if you don't have a lot of money for paid advertising, and that's how I got started. I got started years back, and it was literally on Facebook and just building a friends list, just building a targeted list of friends on Facebook. Facebook, you can have 5,000 friends. Well, did you guys, this is just basics. Most of you guys probably didn't know this, but the fact of the matter is you can build connections with people, like-minded people, that have an interest in what you're talking about, whether it be travel or making money online or whatever it is, and you start building those relationships. You can have right there thousands of people that can start to know you, like, can trust you through your posts. You can reach out to people on direct message, start building a conversation, not just, hey, hit them up that you don't even know them and say, hey, here's my business, you know, come check it out and join. No, start a conversation, start a connection. You know, start doing personal videos, getting yourself in front of the camera, because that helps build the know you, like you, trust you factor. And I started doing that even in my early days online as an affiliate marketer. And it wasn't before long, just using all these free, 100% free strategies, where I went from nothing, no list, no money, to a year later making my first 6 figures online as a full-time affiliate marketer. And so there's just, the reality is, you know, there's the whole classic saying, if there's a will, there's a way, guys. So, and the thing is, you don't have to be a master at a dozen different things. Focus on one platform, focus on one strategy, you know, 1 or 2 things, and just do it consistently every single day. And every little win you get, leverage that win to help you get a bigger win. So I just wanted to share that. I think it was important that what you guys shared. And then you guys can kind of take it over and go ahead and share. Let's see, share your screen. You should be able to.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Like, that's basically what we've done. Like, we've just been using Facebook and Instagram. We haven't focused on YouTube and Pinterest and all these other platforms because we wanted to master one before we moved on to the other one. I think if you focus on everything at the same time, you're just overwhelming yourself, especially if you're just starting out. Yeah. So yeah, we've just been focusing on Facebook and Instagram, and you guys might be, you know, seeing that we have quite a few thousand followers right now, but we didn't have that 1.5 years ago. Even though I've been traveling for 4 years, I didn't do anything with social media because I didn't know I could actually monetize it. So you don't need to have thousands and thousands of followers to make a good income, even with Lifepreneur, because that's the cool thing. Like, there's a lot of like travel bloggers and people out there that literally have millions and millions of followers. And then you actually get in touch with them and you ask them, well, what do you guys make of like affiliate offers? And they say, $500 a month. And they have millions of followers. They just don't know how to monetize it. Well, you can literally monetize it even if you have 100 followers or 50 followers. There might be that one person that wants to work online and that wants to learn how to actually do it. And you introduce them to Lifepreneur. It can be just that easy. Of course, you need to start somewhere. And we also started like 1.5 years ago, so you can't expect to start making money instantly. You know, this is not like some sort of lottery ticket. You need to work for it, but you have so many things you can do to get to that success without having to actually pay for advertising.
Yeah, so many avenues online. Like, and social media is just, you know, spot on for that because it is free, right? No, but none of us paid for our Facebook accounts or anything else like that, right? And so this first $13,000 we made in this first week was all free strategies, you know,
just
all free, just talking with people. Like, it's really, really easy, guys. You just got to get out there and do it.
Well, Peter, if you can tell us how to share our screen.
Yeah, and I love what you guys said right there, because the fact of the matter is, it doesn't take thousands of followers, and there's people you can reach out to like you said, that have, let's say, a lot of followers, but they're not monetizing it. I've seen this very recently in the YouTube community. People are doing millions and millions of views, but yet make far less money than we do because they don't have, you know, a high converting offer. They don't have the ability to earn $1,000 per sale, for example. So it doesn't take a lot of sales to make a good income. You know, I mean, just the reality is the average full-time income in the United States is like $3 to $5 grand a month, right? So just 3 to 5 sales of Lifepreneur all access pre-launch offer right now, our $2,000 offer, $1,000 per sale to our paid members. I mean, handful of sales a month, and you're in the full-time income range on a part-time basis, right? That's not even continue doing what you're doing, whatever it is your business is or your work is, but do this on the side, build it up over time, like you guys said.
So basically what we've done, we've created a fan page, which is basically a business page where we kind of share our lifestyle and share motivation, sometimes inspiration as well. And here you can see that we really just keep it lifestyle related. We don't post anything that's, you know, related to business on here because this is just public. So we really just make sure we do invisible selling on the back end. So through this, people will either message us or they click, for example, on this Learn More button, and that will take them to a different page that I will tell you guys about after. So it's actually the first time that we started doing like boosting this ad. As you guys can see, this one has been boosted for a couple dollars. And if you see like how can I click on this? Oh yeah, here, like the organic reach is about 26,000 people or so. And then paid reach is like 2,000. I don't know if the screen is frozen right now. If you guys can see that here, you see that we have a lot of organic reach. So we literally haven't really paid for advertising because we just really didn't need it. So I'm not sure, should we show them this video as some inspiration?
No. Sorry.
No? If you guys want to go check it out, this is a video that we created basically around our lifestyle, and we don't necessarily say in there, hey, we're traveling the world, making money online. No, it's kind of all giving hints to people. And
it's more just me expressing a little bit about my story and where I went from a firefighter to now being able to, you know, work online totally and live essentially anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and through that, we get a lot of people message us asking how we are able to travel the world and how we're really able to work from our laptop, and then we can introduce them to Lifepreneur. So this is just our fan page here. We don't do anything business related, so you guys can easily create it as well. And then the other thing that we have is a Facebook group. And we basically make all our sales through our Facebook group. And this is our Facebook group. So it's called Focus Mindset. And we basically funnel everybody through here. So you obviously have learned in the automated sales funnel from Chris Record, like how to really build funnels or what it is all about. This is basically our funnel. So we funnel everybody into this Facebook group. And as you can see, it has about 5,000 members in there almost. And in here, we also post business related stuff. So we kind of have a ratio between value posts in which people can learn from stuff, quotes, inspiration, motivation. We do lifestyle posts in which we show people where we are in the world, what we're up to, that we can work from anywhere. And then we also share business posts. And a business post could, for example, be this one here. Let me just show you guys, where we basically give information about affiliate marketing.
And we usually do this on like a 3-to-1 ratio, like she was just talking about. Well, for ourselves anyways, we kind of keep a rule of thumb like that. We do 3 lifestyle posts, or no?
Yeah, three value posts.
Yeah, 3 value posts, 2 lifestyle posts, and then 1 business post.
Yeah, so that way you make sure.
Call to action in it.
Yeah, so that way you make sure you're not just pitching people all the time. This is, for example, a post that's more business related. What do we do online that allows us to travel the world full time? Then we explain what affiliate marketing means and kind of like a comparison. And then in the bottom, we kind of like give them a call to action, say, reach out to me. If you're the right person, I can help you get started. So that's like a post that people come to us and they just want to learn more, basically.
Yeah, Ellen, let's talk about that because I think this is really great. So for those of you guys, I'm going to kind of summarize what they've done. So they started a Facebook fan page, right? Their brand they're following, which is free, right? They talked about maybe boosting the post, but we're not talking about thousands and thousands of dollars here, right? It's building the following. What they've done really well, which I like, guys, is if you look, their image just popped. They made some nice videos, right? So they leverage the power of video. Video is the most effective form to be able to really sell online, right? They've leveraged this aspect of, they've targeted their market, you know, follow my backpack, right? Like follow us, you know, chase your dreams, right? This whole idea of there's an audience of people out there that are inspired by that. So they're targeting a market, right? Some people are not inspired by this at all, right? And that's cool. So really identifying what your target market is, simple things like this: setting up a fan page, setting up a private Facebook group. Like you guys said, you're funneling your fans and followers into a private group where now you can have even more of a connection. And then a couple of things that they just said is these posts. Notice how when they share, like, hey, what do we do online that allows us to travel the world, right? So this is the bridge, one of these business posts that's essentially, hey, you're interested in being able to travel the world online. That's why you're following our page, right? Well, here's kind of how I do it. But notice how even in this page, and this is months back, notice how it doesn't say, hey, join XYZ company with me, go all in, here's a link to join. No, it's kind of value-based, it's story, and then it's essentially a simple call to action like, hey, get in touch with me, and pre-qualifying the people. Hey, if you're the right fit, right? If you're the right type of person to work with us. So that is very, very critical. You're not just going out there and essentially spamming a link or whatever. You're treating this like a professional business. You're piquing people's curiosity, right? Getting them to get in touch with you, and then you can start a conversation and dialogue. And then if it's a good fit for them, bridge them into whatever the funnel is, whether it's your Facebook group, whether it's to a sales funnel through Lifepreneur, whatever it is. You're bridging the conversation, and I think that's really, really, really effective. So I'm going to kick it back to you guys once you continue this, as you show people, getting people kind of into your inner circle, your private group, and then some of these, I love what you guys said, value, kind of lifestyle value posts, and then every fifth or so post, it's a business post, right? It's more of a call to action to learn more, and that is really, really important, guys. You want to kind of value, pitch, value, pitch. And even the pitch is a soft pitch, right? Social media, it's about that friendship-like factor, right? It's the know you, like you, trust you factor. So the pitch, so to speak, is really just getting people to want to learn more, right? Getting people to message you, getting people to start up the conversation to say, hey, what is it? I'm sure you guys have got the messages like, all right, guys, so what do you do? How do you make money? What's this? How the heck do you guys do this? So I'll kick it back to you guys.
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing that you're mentioning there, that we don't really just straight up pitch people. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why we have a really high conversion rate as well. Pretty much every single person that messages us wants to learn more. In the end, they get started as well, whether that's in like a day, in 3 days, or in 3 months. They keep on following us, and that's the cool thing. They might not be ready straight away to set up a business right now, but they keep on following your journey. And one day, they will be in their office on a Tuesday afternoon, and they're probably not very happy because their boss is yelling at them. And then they will still see a photo of you at the beach or hanging out with friends, going for a coffee, whatever. They'll think back of you, and they think, oh shit, I should have started sooner. And they'll come back to you again. So it's that trust that you're building with people, and
it's staying true to yourself and like to your own values and your brand, right? Building that reputation and really sticking with it, right? Staying consistent with your posting and keeping everything congruent along the same line for the the information and value that you're giving out to people.
Yeah, and of course you could, when people send you a message, you could straight away send them your link, but I actually kind of don't really make it like an interview style, but I make them realize that I don't just work with everybody. And I think that's pretty important to have a high conversion rate, because if you make people realize that you don't want to work with everybody and that they kind of have to put in their effort and time and show you that they're super motivated, as soon as you send them that link, they will actually hit that link and get started. So it's a pretty big difference as to just sending people a link and get them started and signed up straight away. Most of the time they realize that you're just making money off them. So that's the reason why we are just really making sure that it shows people that it's not that it's an opportunity for them to change their life. Mm-hmm. So let's just go to Instagram. So we've got both our personal pages. We've got nothing business related on here, but because we have nothing business related on here, we get a lot of people messaging us asking, how are you able to travel for 4 years already? Because it does give some hints in here. Lived on 6 continents, traveled full-time for the past 4 years, exploring the world as a digital nomad. So I don't say that I really make money online and that I'm going to be able to teach people how to make money online, but they're still going to message me because they're curious. So that's kind of more a subtle way of being able to grow your Instagram account on like a personal level. And then this one is Connor's Instagram account.
And still really just keeping that like attraction factor, keeping like, in this extent, what we do is we keep like a certain degree of mystery with it as well, I guess, because we don't say, hey, this is the business we're doing and here's how you can jump in and get started. There's a little bit of that mystery, and like, people start wondering, okay, how how are these guys doing this? You know, how can I maybe do this for myself, right? It keeps a bit of that up in the air, and then you can have a conversation with them, and then that's where you can really provide them the information that they're looking for.
Yeah, and of course you could just be like putting up your link here in your bio, but for us it's more building our reputation and building our brand instead of making money instantly and very quick. You know, it took us 1.5 years to build what we have right now, and you guys need to realize that the more time and effort you put into it in the beginning and be patient, it will more pay off in the long run, because people will trust you more, and they'll notice that you're not just pitching, you know, everything, every single product, every single program, but just kind of make it yeah. Okay, so then we have other Instagram pages as well. This is one of them. In here, this is more business related. We don't have any, you know, we don't have our face or our name to it. This is basically just showing off a lifestyle from somebody else, luxury photos from guys in suits, nice houses. So here you have in there motivation for success. Do you want to improve your life? Learn how you can afford a first-class lifestyle. Watch the $1 masterclass here. So as soon as they hit this link, that will take them right to Chris Records masterclass. And this way we have a couple different Instagram accounts that you can funnel people through. So we haven't actually been really using Instagram for the past few months, but when we were using Instagram actively and we had 4 or 5 different accounts, we were getting about, I would say, 40 to 70 free leads every single day through people just clicking on this link. So imagine that, you know, a lot of people pay, I don't know, maybe $1 to $10 per lead on Facebook for Facebook ads. We've never done that because we've just been using free strategies. So you can easily get leads by people clicking on this link and get them to either, you know, get them to your own funnel or to Chris Records funnel. You know, there's so many options.
Yeah, exactly. And for those of you guys who are interested in email marketing, you know, building a list, you guys know, is so powerful, and the longevity in that is, you know, it's there, right? So being able to, you know, create this amount of free leads here, 40 to 70 a day kind of thing, per account. If you have multiple accounts doing this, you can start building a big list quick, right? And then, you know, then that's an evergreen list that you can do so much with, right? You can start hitting them with the Lifepreneur offer and showing them what's going on, introducing them to the masterclass, right?
Yeah, or from there you can direct them back to your Facebook group.
Yep.
So as we said before, we funnel everybody into our Facebook group, because the cool thing about a Facebook group is that people get notifications. Every single time when you post something, they get a notification that you posted. So with a fan page like this one, it's different. Facebook only shows you, you know, 6 or 7% of your audience, your posts. They want you to pay for it, of course. So that's the reason why we created a Facebook group where everybody really gets updated every day.
And Facebook for us is really just the most personal platform, I'd say, where, you know, everybody has their most, their most private information, I guess, not necessarily private, but their most personal information, where they feel like this is them, this is their profile that they're sharing in their group of friends on there, right?
Yeah. So that's basically it. That's basically the strategies that we've used this past year. We've done $1 million in sales in our first year online just by using these strategies, not paying a single dollar into Facebook ads. So that's kind of what we've done so far. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Of course, there's a ton of different ways that you can expand on this. And that is our goal with Lifepreneur as well, to really make sure that we get into automation. What are you doing?
Let's talk about that. I want to kind of summarize what you guys just shared. I think it's really powerful. So essentially, you guys shared a couple of different examples. If you want to leave the screen back on, that's cool. You shared 2 different types of Instagram. So one is personal based, right? Really building your personality, building your personal brand, right? So you have the Connor, Ashley, of Ellen. So you have these Instagram pages, like they said, it's more about creating the curiosity, right? Curiosity is one of the most powerful things that you can do as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, to get people to want to learn more about what you're doing. Notice the content, right? You guys take really good photos. So you guys have invested, you know, a little bit of time, energy, money, and learning about how do you create unique content. You know, if you're using Instagram, it's all about that the value perspective, all about unique photos, stuff that really pops, right? And you notice this is, you guys are in your bio, right? Your photo and your bio is one of the critical things in Instagram, but you're not directly selling, right? It's the curiosity approach. And like you guys said, you get a lot of leads, a lot of direct messages, essentially like, what do you do? How do you do that, right? Now let's show the everything first class. Here's an example of a business style branding, and really something that anyone can do. right? Because you guys are all over these photos. Really, theoretically, anyone could be running First Class Mentor, right? And I know most of you guys that are watching this have seen pages like this. One of my friends has Ask a Millionaire, Sean Thomas, another buddy of mine, Jason Stone, Millionaire Mentor. So you have these brands, right? And you grow the following, you post this type of photo content, and then you've got your bio, which has a call to action, has a link in it. And you can constantly swap out what that link is, right? So one day it's promoting, a $1 masterclass with Lifepreneur. It's another day it's promoting, your own following, your own, front end funnel or whatever it is to capture leads. And like you guys said, you were generating upwards of 40, 50, 60, 70 leads per day, even at a few dollars a lead. I mean, that's saving a couple $100 potentially in a single day in ad cost if you're doing traditional pay-per-click marketing, right? So you're essentially building a list, building an email list that you guys can monetize the various affiliate offers, and you can monetize over time. So I wanted to make sure you guys really saw the two distinctions. One on Instagram is building the personal page, more curiosity based, really having those photos that pop, getting people to direct message you more than just say clicking a link in the bio. And then you have more of that business page. Business page being more, whether it's about the lifestyle or, wealth and success or whatever it is, it's more of a business, not a particular person or face. And then you're testing different calls to action in the bio. Click this link, grab this free training, whatever it is. That is the bridge to essentially, do you want to have success, right? Do you want to improve your life? Do you want to live that first class lifestyle, right? So if the brand is first class lifestyle, then hey, go here to learn more how you can live it, right? And then that can be the bridge for Lifepreneur or whatever it is. So I love that you guys are doing that, because that's something I think that anyone can do, especially even those that are not that comfortable with being, let's say, the face of the brand. Here's an example where a business page where you can kind of do that and then funnel people into, like you said, the more personal space for you guys being Facebook, and where a lot of people kind of live on a daily basis being Facebook, and also where a lot of your mid to high ticket buyers are, right? People that are going to buy a $2,000 product, for example, a lot of them are on Facebook, right? So you're able to bridge that and go back there. So that's absolutely awesome, guys. So I want to just kind of kick it back to you as we wrap up. What would you say, for a couple of tips for people to get started if they haven't really yet gotten started with Lifepreneur, maybe they've recently joined but really haven't taken action on the affiliate side? What are a couple ideas that you would share with them, or just tips or insights to really encourage them to take massive action?
So I think it's just most important to just get started. I think so many people just keep putting things off, and I think that was us maybe a little bit in the beginning as well. We're like, oh, we're pretty perfectionists, so we want to do everything right, but honestly, you just have to start doing it.
Yeah, we tried to set up the whole, you're not going to know the whole road or what's around every corner right from the start, right? We wanted to know the whole strategy and the whole journey before we took our first step. And really, that's not the way to go about it. That's not how you're going to make the progress and actually get to where you want to be. So really just get started, figure out what you want to do, figure out what you want to be known for, if you want to put your face out there even. But like as Peter was saying, you can do other accounts where, you're kind of behind the scenes, right? And you can do all of that, but just get started, start creating the content, start putting it out there, start contacting people.
Just really build relationships with people. And I think one of the most powerful ways by doing that as well is going in person, meet people, go to masterminds, go to events. Just to touch on the mastermind from Lifepreneur, we did that last Wednesday. Yeah. I don't know which day it was, but that was just incredible, guys. If you've not been to the mastermind yet, it was just amazing. There were even people that had just paid $2,000 to attend the mastermind and build connections with all these other powerful people that are there.
Yeah,
it's funny actually because we were at the mastermind. If you want to come say hi, Claudia. So Claudia was at the mastermind and we connected with her, and now this afternoon she's here to come work with us. Hi! So that is just super awesome, guys, that you meet all these amazing people, and after that you can work together and learn from each other. So you build these relationships with people, not just with people that maybe want to get started with Lifepreneur as well, but there's so many people that have knowledge and experience in other kind of industries and things that you can learn from. So I think that's the biggest takeaway for us, that the Lifepreneur was amazing at the mastermind, as well as just going to events in general and connecting with people in person. The funny thing is that as soon as you tell people that you work online, whether it's from any country in the world or whether you're working from your couch or from your bed, people are instantly interested in what you're doing, because who wants to go to work 40 hours a week working for somebody else for a minimum wage? Who wants that? That's just my opinion. Everybody is interested as soon as you tell them but just don't pitch up straight away. Don't say, hey, I've got this amazing opportunity. No, tell them what you're up to this week. Tell them what your plans are for this weekend. Tell them about all the amazing people that you've been meeting.
Cool. So guys, thanks so much for having you again. Connor, Ashley, thanks for showing up, for providing a lot of value here. Really appreciate you guys. Looking forward to seeing you continue to crush it. March is going to be a big month for you guys to take massive action, and let's see if we can crush out multiple tens of thousands of dollars in commissions this month. You down?
Yep, let's do it.
Awesome. All right, guys, well, take care. Saying peace out from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, Lifepreneur headquarters, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
All right. Cheers, everybody.